Hey, what's up guys? This is Sam McGeek back here with another quick video. Today is Sunday. I hope everyone is well. And it's been about 48 hours since I've had my hands now on the Samsung Fold, and I just wanted to report back and give you guys kind of an initial impression after a couple of days. So I've really been doing so far the initial face-off versus the Note 10 Plus, and I've got a lot to say. I'm going to have to post an entirely separate video, of course, because there's several different criteria that I want to hit on versus these two phones, because it's a very interesting face-off. I've done a lot of different tech challenges throughout the years and looked at a lot of different technology, you know, whether it's cell phones or computers, laptops, things like this, and I've never really run across something. They're totally different devices, but they compete so closely that I'm literally on the fence for which device that I think that I'm going to use for a daily driver that I want to carry full time. So I'm really struggling with this because each one brings very, very different advantages, which if you could put these in a blender and come out with one phone, it would be like absolutely the perfect phone. So there's just so much to talk about regarding the differences and I guess similarities to some aspect, but the similarities are interesting because if you consider the Samsung Fold and the Note 10 Plus, really what it is each one brings such game-changing innovation that they have their, they're strong in their own ways. So the initial impression, when I consider the Fold brings a really, really strong game of cool factor. So there's a really great cool factor, and then the screen, obviously having it wide open for YouTube video and looking at Amazon or Google, things like this, it's fantastic. So it just cannot be beat. However, in the other hand, the Note 10 Plus is such a perfect cell phone that it's a perfect package, and it's very, so it does have the large screen, and of course you're going to lose that width that you get with the Fold, but having the full package of just everything being light in the hand, and it is thin, and of course the waterproofing and the solid feel of the Note 10, it's a hard thing to beat. So the cool factor of the Fold has to bring a lot of game in order to take out the Note 10 to be used as a daily driver. So what I'm realizing more and more as I use the Fold is the biggest piece of me does not want to give it up because of the cool factor. It's just really handy to be able to flip it open and have the big tablet. But again, what I'll get into in another video is the drawback as far as having to baby this device and feel like maybe I'm going to scratch the internal screen, and also the weight of the device. If there's been any drawback so far, it's the weight. But I also need to talk to you guys about something I'm noticing on the internal screen when scrolling web pages. I don't know if it's me, but maybe the refresh rate is extra low on the Fold, and I'm seeing sort of a funny effect when I'm scrolling pages. So I'll show you guys more on that. But again, there's a couple of little things about the Fold that I think push it towards away from anybody using it as a daily driver, but then it gets pulled right back when you open it up and you're looking at that screen. It's just so awesome to use. So what an interesting device though over the past 48 hours of use, and I seem to be picking up my Note 10 more often and just doing little comparisons here and there over the past couple of days, just playing with it. And what I noticed initially was after playing with the Fold for a while and going back to the Note 10 Plus, it does feel like a very narrow screen. So that was my number one assessment. But my number two assessment, and oddly enough, is after handling the Fold and keeping it with me for an entire night for several hours and coming back and picking up the Note 10 Plus, I noticed the Note 10 Plus feels extremely light in the hand and very flickable or tossable, if you want to call it that, which is crazy because it's such a big cell phone, but it just felt ridiculously durable and light. So that really sways me back then towards like the Note 10 Plus. So I've got a lot to talk about, and the way that I'm going to do it on my future videos is I'm going to come up with some categories of sort of a review number one. I also have some tips and tricks that I'm going to talk to you guys about on the Fold, but I'm going to set up a few categories that'll be sort of real life, real consumer categories, and then I'll do a little Fold comparison versus the Note 10 for you guys. So that'll be coming soon, but again, just wanted to get a little video up here for you guys of kind of the first 48 hours and just talking about the phone and what it's been like to experience it, and coming from the Note 10 Plus. So hopefully this is helping you guys make your decision on if you're going to try to get your hands on this Fold as well. So peace out, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.